Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. This is our Beast Tamer Bard build, episode 98. Let's jump into things. Okay, we are going to Green Gates. That is the plan. It's going to take us a while to get there, though, so we're probably going to have to rest out on the open road. We've spotted enemies. Saving game is impossible. Damn. So on one hand, I don't want to avoid the enemies, but on the other hand, the last batch was actually quite challenging. You know, so I kind of feel like maybe we don't want to stop and fight every single group that we come across. Yay. Maybe we don't have to, you know, fully buff. Maybe we can just do like some partial buffs. Do a see invisibility communal, because that's pretty important. We'll do a good hope, because that's pretty strong. And we'll put up the fangs. I'm just gonna end up buffing everything again, aren't I? I'm not gonna do all the death wards. How about that?
Rely on me.
Not all the death wards. Oh no. I'm also not gonna do like individuals. That doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna do any of the like Arushale or Sela stuff. Just gonna do stuff that's like big. What about race modifiers? So those go on top, right? So for example, after you do all your stats, say you have like a plus, I think you said you had like a 7 in dexterity, right? If you decided you want, whatever race you decide you want to be, you add those on top of your regular stats and then update your modifiers, right? So if your dexterity suddenly jumps from a 7 to a 9, you update that. And that's going to be permanent. So once you update it the one time, you basically never have to update it again. So it's is pretty quick and easy.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Okay, let's just see how this goes. Because again, like I don't want to do everything here.
It should work. Is it flawed?
Into the fray.
Into the fray.
Desna, guide my hand.
Begone, fiend!
Surely there's like more here? Oh, that's an Alfeshne. Walk your happy ass back this way. For once you figured out the name of the enemy just from just at a look, it helps that it looks a lot like the succubus from Symphony of the Night. Absolutely. Ah! Oh shit. I'm like running at us real hard. Okay, so we're gonna try to step away. And just scorch. Pop, pop, pop. Not bad. Not bad damage at all.
Make your peace.
I'm gonna throw out bless. This is kind of whatever. Okay, here comes the Nalfeshne. This is the actual difficulty. Ow, he hurts. Okay, we're gonna try to decrease his stuff, and we will throw up an Inspire Greatness. Alright. Have at him, Ivu. Alright, have at him,
The spirits demand
Sela.
your blood.
Okay. Or, not Sela, Camellia. Now have at him, Sela. Failed to overcome spell resistance. That is pretty rare.
I will resist.
Rolled pretty bad for that to happen.
Fall.
Oof. Sketch. I think this is a touch attack. Yeah, I think that is. Yeah, ranged touch attack. That's why it's so easy to actually hit with this, compared to missing basically everything else normally.
You are today's sacrifice.
Nice. Okay, that didn't go too terribly.
Can't make the demons wait.
And we didn't have to spend an age trying to buff ourselves, which was kind of rough. Previously. Okay, we can move now. Yes. Where the fuck do I want to go? Alright. We're gonna go with that, I guess. So Hell Knights are going to march north. We're gonna try to see if they're capable of fighting the good fight. Yo, they look pretty cool. Oh, did I turn on auto battle? I did not mean to turn on auto battle. Gonna get her killed, isn't it? Oh, wow. No. And we're basically already full. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, it's okay. We're not completely goosed yet. Stop it! Okay, actually, we didn't lose anything. Holy shit. Never mind. We totally did lose things. Oh. That didn't make any sense. We didn't go over our cap. Questionable? I don't know that I care enough. Ooh, daily. Okay, Crusaders killed the cultists who were gathering an army of wild giants to storm Dresden. Now that Dresden is safe, workers can be transferred from the urgent strengthening of the walls to other important tasks. So, increased in finance points per day. Wow, that was a nice increase. Very nice increase. Okay, we got a level, explosive trap, weakening trap, stone throw, power times power plus 5d8 physical to a target. Now, how much does it cost, though? Tell me. That seems pretty strong. Guaranteed ability. Huh? So do these not cost anything? I think they don't cost anything. That's very interesting. Okay. Cool. We're gonna keep going this way. Keep fighting the crusade fights. Ooh, elementals. Okay. Odie's just snoring so bad over here. Are you gonna survive, Odie? Nice. Very nice. All right then. Yar. Defend me, Hell Knights! That's real nasty. Jeez. Louise. These things are quite strong. Ow! I'm hemorrhaging. Because of the freezing? I think so. Okay, yeah, so I need to keep attacking. It does that to me. I'm not doing that to myself. Oh, that's hellacious, honestly. Great googly moogly. Chasing elementals away to their home planes, Crusaders find a huge crystal filled with magical energy. It appears that it was imbued with the elemental force many years ago and convoyed to Dresden, but never arrived. Its guards have perished, and the crystal itself, a powerful vessel of magical essence, has been drawing elemental spirits year after year. Okay, so we get some elementals. Very nice. Okay, I do not think we're going to be able to contend with anything. So I think we're going to come up here. Okay. Done there, done there. Go back over to us and begin the journey. There's someone in the road! Alright, here we go. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Someone in the road typically is a good or okay thing.
Beautiful.
I'll watch your back.
I must part with everything demonic in me. But Desna, please allow me to keep my lovely, irresistibly beautiful wings. I sense something. I finished here. Is there more? Something is not right here.
The fuck is going on with this place?
Listen to you. I finished here. Is there more?
Ooh, hoo, hoo.
I'm trusting you.
Oh my! I think I'm gonna do another Good Hope.
What's on your mind? I
The
wonder.
goddess protects
Let
us.
us do a heal. And let us do a... Okay. Let's
See what we can do.
bust on in. Actually, let's go over here. Shit. Oh, what? Woljif. Woljif. What are you doing there, buddy? Here we go. What is his play? Woljif rises from the stone throne and halts the sacrifice with a raised hand. The cultist holding the knife over the victim on the altar stops. Woljif is wreathed in blue flame and the demonic shadow rises up behind him. Easy now, we're all friends here. This was just a little misunderstanding. You thought you'd come across Crusaders, but they're big fans of our Lord Baphomet too. Woljif half turns to you, his right eye twitching, which you interpret as an attempt to wink discreetly. Ain't that right? Okay, we saved right before this. I am curious as to what he's trying to do here, so let's... Yeah, misunderstanding. Hail Baphomet. Right, exactly. Pilgrims of the World Wound. Meet the finest member of our big family. Hey there, Chief. Long time no see. Why don't we hold off on the sacrifice for now? Need to drink to this happy meeting, am I right? Yeah, let's do that. Tie that one on the altar up again. We'll get round to slaughtering it later. Ivu looks between you and Woljif in puzzlement. We're playing some kind of game, yeah? How come nobody told me the rules? Yes, it is a game. A game of the great forces led by our Lord Baphomet. And you are a worthy player in that game, you spawn of the abyss. I get it. Wait, let me think of what to say. You're right, my evil comrade. I will help you sow horrific horrors and strike fearsome fear into the hearts of mortals. The world has never seen a creature like me before, and knows not what I am capable of. Oh, I love it. The little dragon is practically bouncing with enthusiasm. That's awesome. The cultists exchange looks and whispers. The chief cultist lowers his knife. If the crescent of the abyss says so, then welcome. Make yourselves at home in the temporary camp of the pilgrims of the World Wound. But why did you attack our brothers? Did I do that? Ivu will tell you why we attacked our brothers. They stole our sweeties. The cultist looks unconvinced, to put it mildly. Woljif rolls his eyes and interjects. The real reason why they attacked our fellow cultists was because the chief sometimes has these fits of insanity and battle rage. It's a blessing from Lord Baphomet. The chief goes crazy. He goes crazy and gets twice as strong as normal. But if the blessing kicks in at the wrong moment, well, that's just bad luck for you. I've had to get away from the crazed chief a few times, so I know what I'm talking about. The fuck? This whole situation, like, what the fuck is going on, Woljif? The cultist casts a wary glance at your weapon, but passes no remarks. Good that the crescent of the abyss, our beacon in the darkness and our oracle, has resolved this misunderstanding. Relax, friends. And after, if you wish, you may join our pilgrimage. Someone stole your sweet roll. Woljif! You realize we've got to kill all these people. We can't, like... Woljif is waiting for you next to the altar, wearily wiping the sweat from his brow. Phew, I thought I was done for. Could feel it in my tail that they were going to kill me. Ain't a sight for sore eyes, Chief. When I heard that the gargoyles hadn't got you, and that you were running the show up at Dresden now, I can't tell you how happy that made me. That night it all happened. I tell you, I was so scared I couldn't see straight. I wandered around, wondering if my chief and the rest of the gang were lying in an open field with their eyes pecked out. Woljif sighs. Even my conscience prickled a little, thinking about how I ran. But when you look at it from my side, what else was I supposed to do? Come to me? The actual paladins were getting cut down left, right, and center. And then these pilgrims of the world wound tell me that Dresden's been reclaimed, that there's a new commander called Kajak. And then I said to myself, there can't be two demon-slaying dynamos with that name. It must be you. So I cut my way through the circles around Dresden, and I waited for you to come out. At one point, I got so desperate I almost went right up to the city walls, but I thought better of that. Although, an arrow in the skull would be a sight better than running in fear of Boetiel? Woljif sucks in a breath and keeps talking in a rush like he's afraid you'll turn round and walk out. Do you know Boetiel? I don't either, but I remember that name because of what Brother Melrun yelled in the basement that time. I'm going to tell Hepzamira and Boetiel or something like that. Anyway, my shadow told me that Boetiel is that demon and I should be scared of him because he's after the moon of the abyss. But the shadow's a whole other story. And if you want to know why I haven't just come to Dresden, I need your help. It's a matter of life and death, Chief. What the fuck is going on, Woljif? Slow down, you're not making sense. What's going on here? Okay, I'll shut up. I mean, I won't shut up, but ask me what you want to know and I'll tell you. What was that? That was my cunning plan, Chief. Woljif's tail is whipping back and forth so fast it's a blur. Why are you pretending to be a cultist? Woljif raises his hands defensively. Easy there, Chief. I'm no cultist, and I didn't just ask you to play along for the fun of it. I had a reason, I swear. It's not because I've seen what you're like in a fight, and I know I have no chance against you. Why did you run the night we fought the gargoyles? Run? Me? I fought him, I did. You should have seen me. I got one right in the nose, sent it arse over tea kettle, and it flew off. I've gotten into scrapes a fair few times before. Been caught by surprise in the dead of night more times than I can count. So that's why I leapt up quick as anything, grabbed my knives, and of course I made a run for it. What else was I gonna do? Just a thief, a city boy. I don't go toe-to-toe with demons. You absolutely do. Sure, I said I'd help you and all, but that was before. I didn't sign up for nighttime gargoyle attacks. What kind of idiot attacks in the middle of the night? I thought war would keep more civilized hours, to be honest. Wrong again. So, apologies, Chief, but I always end up on the winning side. It's just my nature. You and your lot in the camp that night did not have the look of victory about you. It's not like I'd have been much help if a gargoyle snatched me in its claws. Of course I decided to run. And run I did. Bad decision, Woljif. Bad. What's your relationship with the Baphomet cultists? Woljif looks pensive. It's complicated. It's a story of unrequited love, really. They love me, and all I think about is how to get away from them and save my own skin. You seem to have got your... I kind of want to hit him with the chaotic. You seem to have got yourself a nice little setup. Maybe I just leave you here with your underlings? Heaves a sigh. To tell the truth, I can't cool my heels here for much longer, Chief. I could have run from the family and kept running for a long time. But you don't run from Boetiel. He's a demon. If he don't find me first, they'll sell me out as soon as they get sick of me. I can feel it in my tail. Or else, I'll end up on that altar. I know you, Chief. You're the type of warrior that all Mindev should be praying for. I was in that camp, all I heard was chief this and chief that. There's no better chief than ours. If you need to sort the demons out, call the chief. What people were saying, I swear. I heard it with me own ears. So, will you help me? You said some shadow's been talking to you, is that right? Just any shadow, my special shadow. After I spent a while running around the world wound, scared out of my wits, it suddenly crept out and whispered in this distant-sounding voice, "WotR, north, dear WotR." And the name was familiar, because that's what Brother Melvin yelled out, and I put two to two together. This WotR was in the north, and I needed to make sure he didn't find me. Bit by bit, I got the shadow to tell me that WotR was a demon, and that he was looking for the moon of the abyss. Who knows why? By the way, I have a couple thoughts of my own about the moon. I'll tell you about them once we're out of this mess. Remind me why I shouldn't just kill all these cultists here and now? Because, Vol just looks around and lowers his voice to a conspiratorial whisper, they will still be useful to us if you decide to help me. And thanks for not trying to kill him as soon as you got here, by the way. Their leader is a nervous sort. He would have definitely stabbed the lad on the altar if you caused a fuss. They think if they perform all these sacrifices, Baphomet was going to appear and hand out powerful spells like candy. What do you want from me? In a nutshell, Chief, I've got a bit of a situation here. One wrong move and I'm a goner. The demon WotR is in the vicinity somewhere. A good man has suffered. The cultists are animals. I just want to get out of this and make WotR back off, but with you I've got no chance. Help me, and I won't forget it as long as I live. Who is WotR? All I know is he's the demon that sent Brother Melvin to get the moon of the abyss. Now that I have the moon, WotR's after me. Already tired of running from him. He's gonna catch me soon, I can feel it. What part of the cult is playing in your plan? Okay. Boljif glances around, making sure you're not overheard. Do you know why they call themselves the Pilgrims of the World Wound? Because they're itching to meet big-name demons like Baphomet. It's like they're on a pilgrimage. So that got me thinking. Since they listen to me, we can lead them to WotR and mess with their heads a bit. Say that Baphomet's been calling him nasty names. Let the cultists fight WotR for us. It'll be a riot. Cultists helping us take out a demon. Well, what do you think? What good man are you talking about? Me, of course. I'm a prisoner here, you know. And I suppose there's also the other fellow, Duval, the one that's tied up. I kind of owe him one. I made a dumb mistake, and now he's paying for it. Don't get me wrong. I couldn't care less about the guy. He got himself into this mess. Except if it wasn't for me, they maybe wouldn't have caught him in the first place. These pilgrims kept asking me, will we have long to wait for the favors of Lord Baphomet? As though just because I have my shadow, I should know. What am I, some kind of demon worshiper? I just put on a kind of knowing air and said to him, do as you have been doing and the favors will come. They took that to mean that they needed to keep cutting people up on the altar. I tried to put them off the idea, but they didn't listen. I acted like I was discussing things with my shadow and kept trying to hold them off, saying that the stars weren't in alignment, that raining eyeballs was a bad omen. I'd run out of ideas just before you showed up, Chief. Was already considering just letting them do it. He was a crusader after all, you know. Demons would probably get him in the end either way. Not my fault that's how they do things. It was either him or me. Boljif sighs and turns away. His tail is twitching from side to side in agitation. There's one way to get both of us out. Can't manage it on my own. I need your help. Right? I'll help you deal with WotR. Boljif's face lights up, and the tip of his tail dances through the air. I always knew you were a special sort, Chief. Let's go break his horns off. We need to go to a patch of scrubland by a bend in the river. It's not far, I'll show you. Nothing interesting about the place at all, but that's where I was when my shadow came out and started pushing me back the other way. It said that WotR would find me easily there, that he'd swoop in and tear me limb from limb as soon as I popped up. I wasn't long turning away from that place, I'll tell you. Scrubland by a bend in the river has been revealed. There's just one other thing. We need to round up my lackeys and send them off on an errand. While they're gone, we can free the prisoner. No point in leaving him here to be bored stiff, right? Okay, sure. What's the plan? Listen up, brothers and sisters. The shadow has spoken. It says that a demon will come to a secret place, a wasteland where there are almost no trees left, next to a bend in the river. We once passed by there, but we took a wrong turn and didn't find it. Okay. Glorious day. Before we set off, I say we make the sacrifice. I say let's hold off on the sacrificing. Time's a wasting and demons are busy, you know? Leave your things and go. I must meditate before such an event. And when I'm all meditated out, I'll come and summon the demon to you. I'm not sure. I mean, that's not the most convincing argument I've ever heard, Woljif. It worked! Commander, a moment of your time. Oh, it's a young guy, never mind. The young crusader cautiously gets to his feet, unable to believe that he is finally free. Last, the day has come when those odious faces will no longer be looming over me. The cultists hid my weapons and armor somewhere. I'll find them and then take my leave of this place forever. They're over there with the rest of the soul and stuff. I made sure they didn't go walkies in the night. I hoped you'd make it out of this somehow. Thanks to your efforts, Woljif. Go. Time is of the essence. If there is a demon hunting you, better to lure him into a trap and strike first. Who are you? Dival Gwynviar, at your service. Nobleman, crusader, and only surviving member of my unit. What are you planning to do now? Find my armor and weapons, find something to eat, and leave this place as quickly as possible. The crusader looks ahead with grim determination. Perhaps I will die in the wound, but I will die with a sword in my hands, not like an animal at a slaughterhouse. And if I do make it out, I shall build a temple in Iomede's honor in my hometown. You're rich enough to build a temple if you fancy it? You were complaining that your parents don't give you enough money. I think we have slightly different conception of what counts as enough money. In any case, money is no longer a concern of mine. My life and my legacy belong to the goddess who sent you and the commander to my aid. How'd you end up here? The crusader's eyes stare into the distance, solely through my own foolishness. Because of my inability to fight like a man, I thought the crusade would be the best way to make my mark on history. I dreamt of the glory, of the respect that would be otherwise denied me as the third son of a noble family. But an officer laughed at my skills and called me an ignorant interloper. How right he was. Fate has a twisted sense of humor. My more experienced comrades died in this cursed place, one after another, but I survived. There were only 5 of us left in the end. Our hubris was gone. We were jumping at every shadow. And still, we weren't cautious enough. I was the only one who survived after we were attacked in the night. I should have realized what was happening when the lookout went missing. Yeah, you probably should have. Alright then, farewell and good luck. May Iomade keep you. I wonder if we will find him at a later date. Okay. I'm gonna ditch Camellia. We're gonna bring in Zewoljif. Stone throne that the cultist erected for Woljif does not look very comfortable. Large stone with candles is covered with Baphomet symbols. Seems the cultist used it for an altar.
Here we go.
Cool. Ooh, Axiomite or Soul Eater. That's pretty cool.
I sense something.
Nice. Okay, we need to level up Woljif. He's only level 7. Ooh, hoo, hoo. He has missed a little bit there. Eldritch Scoundrel. What does Eldritch Scoundrel even do, honestly? Oh, it gives him spells, basically. It's Arcane Trickster. Okay, cool. Rogue Talents. Sweet. We're gonna go ahead and up Dexterity this time around. Do a boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. We have a Rogue Talent. Combat Trick. Prove 2 weapon fighting would actually be good. Weapon focus. I already have weapon focus. I have 2 weapon fighting. I have double slice. I have accomplished sneak attacker. I have piranha strike. Weapon focus actually is pretty like dagger. Weapon focus dagger would be pretty good. Healing wound. I have no idea what I'm doing with Woljif. I need to like fully review his stuff and figure out where we're going with him. I don't feel like we need to do haste because I always have haste. So, doing any number of other things instead is Command Undead. Greater Magic seems good. Blink probably seems good. Protection from arrows communal. Four or six what? Four or six what? We're just gonna go blink, honestly. Defensive for him. So we get a danger sense, so he's gonna be better, and we get a regular feat. Or sturf. Improve 2 weapon fighting at this point, probably good. Anything else? Trying to pick something, and if I'm told to do 1, I'll figure out which one I actually want. 6 then. Yeah. Let's just do prove 2 weapon. Okay. Another set of 3s. Sure, let's take the protection from all. And we'll do. We have sea invisibility. So let's do something like. Actually, I'm just not interested in almost any of these things. Rage maybe could be. Not though. Take additional hastes. So I don't particularly care about that situation. What is this? Advanced talents. And choose one of the advanced rogue talents in place of a rogue talent. Plop, plop. Plop, plop. I think Greater Animal Aspect is going to be good for a generalized buff for him. Mass Enlarged Person. That's False Life Greater would be good. Greater Invisibility would be good. So many fucking things that would be. God damn. I feel like False Life Greater is quite useful. And yeah, there's so many choices. That's why I'm not gonna. It is very, very overwhelming. I'm not gonna focus too terribly much on it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna take things that I'm like, okay, those are good options. And as an aside, I will say this: so all of these are 4th levels until you get down to like here, and then they're 3rd levels, and we don't want those. So there's less choices than it might seem, but it is quite overwhelming. I do wish that you know, there should probably be a little bit more guidance for certain players, right, who know less about the systems or things like that, or more like recommendations, like, hey, here these 3 spells are generally good. If you don't know what to pick one of them, you know, like that type of thing. But anyways, it's no big deal. Let me grab a feat. We got Thundering Blows previously. What do we have? Flawless Attacks would actually be okay. Mythic Sneak Attacker would actually be okay. Piranha Strike would actually be okay. Mythic 2 Weapon Fighting would actually be okay. Oh. Let's do 2 Weapon Fighting Mythic. I feel like actually, like, just Sneak Attack is the best. It's just straight additional damage for a lot of opportunity. If we hit. Abundant Casting could get us a lot of casts. Hammer the Gap. Not Hammer the Gap. Unrelenting Assault could be very good. Last Stand's always useful. Either Abundant Casting or Unrelenting Assault. In this particular case, I don't think we really care about if as a caster too terribly. We could change that, I think. But we'll take Unrelenting Assault for now. Can always change this stuff up later. So Woljif does not have much fucking going on for him right now. So let's get that changed. Finian, the talking weapon. Finian is not good at the moment. Remember where to find Finian. Ah, he's right there. Ooh, okay. I remember we did find that. Let's talk to Finian about that. But we will do that on the next video. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time for more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.